The initiative by the Ghana Revenue Authority (GRA) follows the rollout of a special exercise by the authority to ensure that businesses and customers act in accordance with the VAT Act 2013, Act 870, by charging, issuing and accounting for VAT appropriately. The enforcement exercise, which began on September 1, 2022, involves the invigilation of shops, mystery purchases and swoops across the country by officials of the authority to ensure increased compliance to help the authority achieve its revenue target for the 2022 revenue collection year. Business owners who are non-compliant with value-added tax issuance or who issue fake invoices could end up in jail for up to 5 years. Head of the Domestic Tax Revenue Division of the authority, Edward Appenton Jamra, whilst explaining further the rationale behind the exercise to Citi Business News, also said the revenue mobilization from VAT was low, thus the need for this exercise.
VAT is one of our taxes that we collect for government. And VAT was introduced for some time now. The performance of VAT in terms of the total tax revenue has not been as expected as a country. Currently, our VAT, total VAT that we collect in this country is below 20% of the total tax revenue. And when you compare our performance to what pertains in our peer countries, you realize that our penetration is one of the lowest in spite of our rates. So currently, as I speak with you, our VAT contribution to our total tax revenue is below 20%. Now the question which comes up is, then why? Why haven't we been able to meet the expected target? So we have identified a number of challenges which is causing our inability to meet the VAT targets. One of them has to do with non-issuance of VAT invoices for persons who transact business and are required by law to issue VAT invoice. Others is also underreporting, and here they understate the amount that VAT is supposed to be charged on. Then others also do what we call undercarding. The undercarding, you go and purchase item 100 cedis. When you, the customer, you know you have paid 100, and the VAT on the 100 is what you have paid. You have some customers, putting card under the invoice, and once they give you the original and you go away, they now rewrite the invoice with a lower amount to indicate a lower VAT that is paid to the state. So there are a number of these challenges that we are having as a country, which is contributing to our inability to meet the VAT expected targets that we are all looking up to. So then what do? We need to initiate a number of compliance activities to ensure that if you are required to issue VAT invoice, you are issuing. If you are required to collect the VAT invoice, you are collecting. If you are collecting, and you are also not only issuing, but you are issuing it for the correct amount.
He, however, urged consumers to demand and take VAT invoices when they purchase items that are taxable to make it difficult for business owners to undercut the state.
We expect each and every one to comply, ensure that you are issuing your invoice. The customers are also getting their tax invoices. If you go around the city, you see some of our officers, even custom officers, going around. The purpose is that on the sample to find out whether you have demanded the receipt for the items that you purchase. So what it means is that you need to send a message out there. If you buy anything that is taxable and you fail to obtain the required invoice, you can be sanctioned.